that happens all the time. People get high marks in modules and don't like it because they're not enjoying it, because they're under pressure, they're under stress, and they feel they have to do this. That is taking away so much of the experience for me. You know, it's intrinsically a dark way of looking at, you know, this has become a factory. And we're spitting out people who are not happy. So this is a wider thing about games. I've taken it out of the context now. Something you were going to say? I think. You were going to say something? I thought you were... You could have agreed with me. This idea has also been called playber. The idea that we work through play as well. Exploitation that demands the pontification of everyday life. Now, Ian was writing about this in like 2010. It's only got bigger. It's got worse and worse and worse. So where am I going with this? Well, yeah, games are really important. Games are amazing. Games are wonderful. We're all gamers in here. We all enjoy what we do. But the logic of games as applied to everyday life makes everyday life really problematic. You know, that we are ostensibly lab rats chasing after XP in life. And you've got to always remember that that's artificial. You know, so if the university had brought in this student dashboard, that's an artificial construct. They are defining engagement in particular ways, which can have nothing to do with engagement. If they brought that in and I was a student, you bet my library stats would be fucking huge. Because I'd go in the library all the time. I wouldn't do any work. You know, but I'd be in the library. But would I be working? Nah. You know, but I'd make sure my stats look really good. I wouldn't be engaging with any of the scholarly things that they were asking me to do, but I'd make sure my stats looked superb. I'd get those green lights. And I probably wouldn't be learning anything. To work a gamified system, you don't have to engage. So, just to bring it back to the topic in hand, gameplay is now situated and realised within the context of gamers' everyday common realities rather than in opposition to them. That's the widest point I want to make about games here and play. Complexity of games must be considered beyond the game itself and how it fits into our everyday context of life. Game phenomena are enacted across sites of cultural production, imagination, and identity itself. Games inform us in terms of who we are as individuals. And the meaning of games therefore arises at the intersection of social and material practices, cultural discourse, and the movement of people, ideas, and artifacts. It isn't just as simple as, here's a game, that's the space, that's the end of it, it's bracketed off from the world. It is far more complex than that. Play is an activity, is not bounded or out of the everyday context. Play informs life, it is not separate from it. Games are complex, there is no one definition, they are rule-based but no singular rules. And thinking about the rules and what they mean is critical. And that is the point I'm going to stop on there, obviously because we're way out of time. But more importantly, this idea that when you go forward and think about what you're going to look at for your video, this point is really important. Think about the rules of that game and what they mean. That should be the first point to inform what it is you're doing as a player. Shall see you guys next week. How do I stop this? I'm out of practice.
All gamification is bad. Surely it matters who's doing it and with what purpose.
Give me an example.
If I gamify my own life in order to make myself do things, and I think that it makes me a better person.
You think it makes you a better person? That's
an
interesting place.
It does, because like now I tidy my flat and I cook meals that are better for me. Do you know?
And this is making you a better person?
I think so.
Nothing you have said has just convinced me of that.
No, my life is easier and better since I started giving a shit. Which is nice.
My argument there was, I don't think you needed to gamify that. Adulting isn't necessarily a game.
But isn't it? I don't know. Like, I think if play is...
The fact we call it adulting implies that it is.
Yeah.
I feel bad for
Yeah.
Have you got a black
No, I
mark?
just think of
Yeah, they've gamified your driving, Jordan, because quite frankly, they don't trust you.
That's on the recording.